Leody Taveras in now, takes ball one off the plate. Kicks and fires. Fought off foul. Here's a 1-1. And it finds its way through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Lars Nootbaar now at the plate.
He's done a great job making contact recently. Chance to extend that hitting streak to 10 games here. 0-1. Here's a guy at the plate. I'm expecting to have a good game. He always seems to play better in road games.
Taveras aboard here at first with nobody out. The pitch. Headed down the line. And that's a foul ball. Here comes a pitch.
1 ball.
Squirts away a little bit. To second, but way too late. Safe there. And now a man into scoring position.
Definitely trying to work down and get that double play ball, but it got away enough to erase any chance of that. Good job of moving up in the scoring position. Now a hit could make that wild pitch really sting.
On the ground, right side. Throws to first in time. 1 out in the top of the first. And now we take a look at the Rangers lineup. In that cleanup spot, a key piece for this club, Ryan Jeffers.
Well, right in the middle of this lineup, and that's exactly where he belongs. I mean, he's there for a reason, Boog. This guy, they know they can rely on him, and he's a force, a presence there that, you know, puts a little trepidation in that opposing pitcher. We'll see what kind of impact he has in this one.
That one fouled off. Breaking ball inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. And another ball. Next offering is in for a strike.
He doesn't get a knock right here. That pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
At the belt and fires. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Gets it there in time, though, but a run comes across.
I'll expect a back and forth this entire game because of how good the offenses are.
Ryan Jeffers at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. And a strike on the outside edge. Pitch misses inside. And that is ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. That one ripped. That's back. And that one is going to go. 3rd home run of the season. It's 2-0.
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Here's Nathaniel Lowe. That one lifted to left. Thomas gets under it. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. So they get 2 runs on 2 hits. One of them left the yard. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Rangers 2 and the Phillies nothing. And we're back. And our starting pitcher here today, Dylan Cease. And Singy, as you know, he took home the AL Cy Young Award last year.
Well, Book, he was healthy last year and gained a tremendous amount of confidence. He took a big step forward last season. I think he'll take another one this season.
Bottom of the first. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Jackson Chourio.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Right through there for a strike. And the pitch is in for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
It's a good take.
Righty delivers. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
No, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders, have to think about that runner potentially stealing.
Ball.
Way inside, gets out of the way.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0. Now a fly ball to right center. Taveras makes the grab. 2 down. And time now for the Phillies lineup. It features a great veteran presence, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Boog, it's kind of a joke that this guy's got a career OPS over 900. I mean, there are a lot of players that hope that they can just do that in one season, but he's done it his entire career. And in reality, there's only about 60 players that can claim that type of production.
And that one is lifted in the air. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Back here in Philadelphia, all set for the start of the inning. Now here's the Rangers DH, Andy Pages. Fat back to work. Fat, the tall righty, 220 pounds, and he was a 5th-round pick in 2020. And there's the strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And a pitch. Fights that one away, still 1-2. And another ball. Wouldn't chase that time. And down on strikes. One away.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. He tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. One down, base is empty. And that one fouled off. And the right-hander deals. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. One out, base is empty. That misses the zone. 1-2 to count. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And now David Fry. Wouldn't chase that time. Two out, space is empty. And that's outside. 2-0. Out towards right center field. That gets down for a hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Robbie Moore stands in now and watches strike one. Fry off of first with 2 away. Line drive. And Acuna able to make the grab. And that is that. So one hit is all they get. Down to the bottom of the second. It's the Rangers 2 and the Phillies nothing. Back here in Philadelphia, bottom of the second. Here's the Phillies DH, Bryce Harper. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm deliveries. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Nowadays, with advanced metrics and increased use of moving the infielders around, defense isn't necessarily about making errors. Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where hitters hit the ball, but within the new shift rules? A wind in the pitch. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
Harry Ford stands in here, takes ball one low.
And an area that goes unnoticed is the coach that's responsible for positioning, and then the research person that's providing the information. So what we're seeing in baseball, so many more people behind the scenes that are contributing to the success between the lines.
The Rangers up by 2, bottom half of inning number 2. Back when you played, it wasn't the empirical data we have now. It was a guy with a ruler and a diamond taking a colored pencil and drawing a line where he thought someone had hit the ball, right?
That or just going off of gut or feel. What does it look like his swing is today? What's the pitcher throwing? They are sticking to the metrics and what seems to be most consistent for that hitter, regardless of who the pitcher is on the mound.
Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him allowing some balls in play as well.
2 outs, base is empty. And digging in for Philadelphia, Ronald Acuna Jr. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Two outs.
Inside, ball 2.
Fastball for a strike. And it's 2-1 now.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Inside, just missed. Two down, nobody on. And that one pulled foul. On the ground to the left. And that should be extra bases. And that rolls into the corner. Makes the turn and heads for second. He's there. It's a 2-out double.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
Alec Thomas now. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Kicks and deals. This to third. Third out. Phillies strand 1, and they're down 2-0. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. Here's Leody Taveras.
Leody Taveras.
And the pitch. Just off the outside edge. 1-0. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. The 1-1 is fouled off. The pitch. And that's in the dirt. And the count is even 2-2. The wind of the pitch. Battling here as he fouls it away. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Righty to the plate. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Up next for the Rangers, Lars Nootbaar. He's 0 for 1.
The right fielder, Lars Nootbaar.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Chourio sizing this one up. Makes the catch for the out. That's out number 2.
The batter, number 5, shortstop.
Corey Seager now. The Dodgers made him a first-round pick back in 2012.
18th overall that year for Seager, Boog. And Carlos Correa, Byron Buxton, Marcus Stroman, just a few other first-rounders from that class. I'd say pretty solid group.
The shortstop takes the ball. That one misses, and that's ball 3. Ryan Jeffers in the on-deck circle for Texas. Hard hit left side. Gets it to first, and Seager is set down. That's out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Rangers 2 and the Phillies nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the last of the 3rd. Here's the second baseman, Termarr Johnson. The line to kick the pitch. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0. Left-hand batter waits. Just missed.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Just missed.
3 balls, no strikes.
Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 1. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
In the air, right field, pretty well struck. New ball, drop step going back. You can kiss it goodbye. It's 2-1.
That could be one of those swings that really help spark this offense. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
And now here is Carson Williams. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Well, it was exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Next offering is in for a strike.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
That one not close. And the count 1-2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it, and I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But you know what happens.
Stepping in, Jackson Chourio. Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. Out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman, Aiden.
So digging in, Aiden Miller. Just missed. The Rangers up by a run here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Swing and a miss, and the count is 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. And here it comes. Fights it off. You'll see another. And a ball and 2 strikes. And another ball. Good eye in that spot.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with three-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
To third. Over to low. And that ends the inning. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. And the home team down a run. Back after this on the show. Back at Citizens Bank Park. Here's the catcher, Ryan Jeffers.
This is a batter right here who really produces in these night games, and we saw the latest example of it in his first AB.
There's a strike.
Well, these Rangers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Wouldn't chase that time.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
And that's down and away. That one misses. So lead-off walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. Fly to left his first time. Fastball for a strike. Jeffers on at first. Nobody out. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
Left-hand hitter waits. The punch out there. One down.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
In the box for the second time. 1 ball, no strikes. Man at first, one away. Next pitch is downstairs.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. Swings through that one for strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And a pitch. That just misses, and the count is filled up. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So up next, Dalton Varsho. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. And strike 2.
0-2 at the count.
Next offering misses, and it's 1-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Just misses with that one. And a pitch. That one just missing inside. And now 3-2. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Next up for Texas, David Fry. And he's already singled in this game. Misses inside. And that's ball one.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a ground ball out to short. That ends the frame. Rangers leave a pair. They lead it 2-1. And we're back. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Tristan Casas. The right-hander back to work. And that one is lifted in the air. Newtball makes the grab, 1 down.
He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Here's Harper now. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. That catches the top part of the zone, and that is strike 1. And that skips in the dirt. The Rangers leading by a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
1 down. Phillies down a run. Popped up. Low. Moving under this one. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Harry Ford, the next to hit. His first at bat was a strikeout. Breaking ball through there for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Oh, 1 down.
Ball.
And a good eye there. In the air, center field. Taveras going after it. And that's the 3rd out. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Robbie Moore. And he deals. That clips the zone. It's 0-1. Movement in the bullpen. Robinson Santana preparing to come on if needed. Hayfie getting cranked up as well. Right-hander kicks, deals.
Ball, that's too high.
And strike 2. Got him swinging. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the center fielder, Leody Taveras. And he takes a strike. Taveras, 31 years old, and he was selected for the All-Star game last year. Fastball for a strike.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
And he grounds one to the right side, and that chance handled. Tosses to first. Rangers go down in order. Nothing doing for the Rangers, but they still lead it 2-1. Back here in Philadelphia, bottom of the inning. And the batter now, Ronald Acuna Jr. Pitch. And that's outside. Ball 1. On the ground, right side, into the outfield, base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. No outs, runner at first. Now the left fielder, Alec Thomas. Check on the runner, and he's back in safely. And that one fouled off. This one lifted in the air, left field. Varsho moving under it. Squeezes it.
The batter, the second baseman,
Now it's the second baseman, Termarr Johnson. He's already homered here in this one.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
That's down and in. That misses the zone, and now 2-0.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, you're going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
And another ball.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. And a 3-1 on the way. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Hard ground ball for a base stop. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
He was all over that one. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
And now for the Phillies, Carson Williams. The shortstop takes the ball.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Next offering is downstairs.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
The Phils trailing by a run. Last half of inning number 5. And a foul ball. Makes the count 2-1. Swings through that one.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. The pitch. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. The Phillies down by a run here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, you rarely ever see 3 curveballs in a row because that's one of those pitches that's most effective when you haven't seen it recently. You might see 3 sliders in a row, but right there, he was feeling that curveball and figured he could finish with that pitch.
So the batting order turns over, and now the center fielder, Jackson Chourio. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1. Two outs. Swing and a ball popped up. Fry on his way over. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Phillies leave a couple, and they trail it here 2-1. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Robinson Santana.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well, 1-run game. Corey Seager digs in now. Here comes a pitch. So here in the 3 spot, Chris, a hitter low average but high slug.
Well, one thing he's going to lean on are the metrics. His exit velocity has been really good. He's just had some bad luck hitting the ball right at people.
Edge of the zone for a strike, and the count even at 1. Right through there for a strike.
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think you're looking for something else right there.
And down on strikes he goes. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Ryan Jeffers. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the 1st inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here.
That one off the mark, 1-0.
Ball 1, no strike.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Miller sizes this one up, and there's 2 down.
Now back, the first baseman, Nathaniel.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the first baseman, Nathaniel Lowe.
First pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
A little bit low. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Rangers 2 and the Phillies 1. Bottom of the 6th. And now Aiden Miller.
The third baseman.
Cease back to work. And fouled off. The pitch. And a swing and a miss.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
Righty delivers. Off the mark there. Going to count 1-2.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. The hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now batting Tristan Casas.
The first baseman.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. And there's a foul ball. The pitch.
Ball
And
one.
takes low for ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Drilled to right, way back there, and that is gone. His 4th home run of the season, and this game is tied. It's 2-2.
This game is breathing new life thanks to that home run, and that's exactly what they needed. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch on that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Base is empty, 1 away, and now it's the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Bryce Harper.
Hey.
That one's in there, 0-1.
0-1.
Just missed. The wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
2 strikes.
And another ball.
Down.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Oh, there he gets the slider in on his hands, and it just eats him off. You know, it's hard to get the bat around on a pitch like that in tight. You just feel like you're crowded on the inside part of the plate. Can't get any extension. That's what he definitely should have laid off on.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Harry Ford. First pitch doesn't find the zone. All tied up here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Big knock there to keep the inning alive and an opportunity to put something in the gap and give the Phillies the lead.
So man aboard, and here is Ronald Acuna Jr. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there. And he can't pick it.
That deal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
Kicks and deals. And a swing and a miss there.
He's clearly out there throwing pitchers pitches in this situation. First base is open. If he walks him, no big deal.
That pitch just misses the inside corner. Now 1-2. Bullpen action for the Rangers. Owen White appears to be getting loose. Leiter warming up as well. Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the 7th, and now the DH, Andy Pajes. The wind of the pitch. That one finds the zone. Going 1.
Well, a good first pitch changeup there. In order to be effective, you've got to really sell it. Good arm speed, and it's got to be down in the zone.
And here it comes. Late with the swing there.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And the next pitch is way outside.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
Well, there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, move, get back on track. His team needs him.
So next to hit for Texas, Dalton Varsho. Strike 1. High in the air, out to right. Acuna there. Nabs it. And that quickly 2 away.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
At the plate, David Fry, 1 for 2. That's a slider for a strike. Good eye right there. The pitch. And now 2-1 after that missed inside. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Chopper right side. And that is the inning. 3 up, 3 down that time. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. We are tied 2-2. So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Owen White. This is his 5th appearance of the year. Here's the left fielder, Alec Thomas. Singy, you gotta appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Fought off foul.
He's so solid. calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air.
Ball one there.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
In the air, right field. Nootbaar moves under it. Puts it away for the out. One up, one down.
Now that second baseman.
So digging in, Termarr Johnson. He's already homered in this game. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. On the ground to third. Fry fires over to first. Play is made, 2 out.
Well, a well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Put down a break on that one.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Carson Williams. Fly ball down the line, and it drops in. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls hit like that. But there's always a little room back behind the first and second baseman to drop a lawn dart in there, and he found a way.
So the Philly batting order turns over. Jackson Chourio. And he's out. And they got him. That ends the inning. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. And Joyce. He's been so good against lefties. Now here is Robbie Moore.
The second baseman.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
That's outside. Ball 1. Fouled off. He was late. And another ball. Right-handed reliever. Left field. Brings it in. And there's one down.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really win. Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Stirring in the Phillies bullpen, Dave Hayfie getting ready to go. Brash also getting ready.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Right through there for a strike. And now 1 and 2. Wouldn't chase that time. Still 2 and 2 after the foul ball. At the belt and fires. That's a little bit low. Lars Nootbaar hitting on deck circle. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th. In there, got him looking for the K. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Up next for the Rangers, Lars Nootbaar. In there for strike 1. Joyce, 29 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick in 2022. And now the count is even. All tied up here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Now this is in the air down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Got it by him for the K. Rangers go down quickly there. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. And we're back on to the bottom of the 8th. Here's the center fielder, Jackson Chourio. White back to work. There's a strike. And that's downstairs and outside.
1-1.
The 1-2. Ripped on the ground to second. In plenty of time to first. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
And now for the Phillies, Aiden Miller. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Popped up left side. He's under it. Makes the grab. 2 away.
Up next for Philadelphia, the first baseman, Tristan.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Tristan Casas. 1 for 3. That one at the knees for a strike.
0-1.
Two down, nobody on. Out to short. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. He doesn't have a play, and they can't get the out.
The batter, number 3.
Here's Bryce Harper. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. The 0-1.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
And the right-hander deals. Back foot slider struck him out. One left for Philadelphia. Score remains 2-2. New inning getting started. Seager stands in now.
Well, he's always a threat. Even if this guy is 0 for 3 for the night with 3 strikeouts, he can come up that 4th time and do damage because he's that good. Well, impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, and you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
He gets there on a slide, and they get the out.
Now batting, catcher, Ryan Jefferson.
And here's the catcher, Ryan Jeffers. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. That one in triple digits. Swing, and he breaks his back. And they put the tag on him for the out. And here's the first baseman, Nathaniel Lowe. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Just missed. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. Slides for the stop. Gathers and throws. It's there, and that's a great play. Offense held in check there. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. We are tied 2-2. Back at Citizens Bank Park. So bottom of the 9th. Here's the Phillies catcher, Harry Ford. And a pitch. Right side. And it's just foul. That was close. Righty to the plate. Line drive. Base hit. Leadoff knock puts the winning run on base.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. High fly ball out towards left field. Back there. He muscles that one out of here. Phillies walk it off.
Hitting a walk-off homer is the kind of thing you dream about growing up. You're in the backyard, you're creating the most pressure-packed scenario, and what do? You come through with the big swing. Well, he was living a childhood moment right there. Nice swing of the bat, nice win for the team.
And your final 4-2. The Phillies hang on to win it. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Sciambi saying so long.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 4 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 5 runners on base. For the Rangers, 2 runs on 3 hits. No errors. They left 3 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 55 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.